Thanks for joining us. I'm Liam Martin with the WBZ News Update. Let's take a look at our top stories. The son of former Governor Charlie Baker could face a judge today for a drunk driving charge. The WBZ team was the first to report that Andrew Baker, who's also known as AJ, was pulled over in Linfield Saturday night after someone called 911 to report an erratic driver. Baker was booked and released, and this is not his first run-in with the law. In 2018, he was accused of sexual assault on board a flight from Washington, D.C. to Boston. The body of a boater who went missing in a Natick pond this weekend has been recovered. State police say the man's body was found using sonar technology. They say the man was out on Fisk Pond Saturday with another man when their canoe capsized. The other man was able to make it to shore safely before first responders arrived. Fisk Pond, by the way, connects to Lake Cochituate. The town of Andover holding a select board meeting today, less than a week after a 5-year-old was killed crossing the street. Residents want the intersection where Sydney Olson was hit changed. They say it's confusing and dangerous. It's not clear if the select board will take up that discussion tonight. A 15-year-old boy was seriously hurt when he was struck by a car in Middleboro. This happened around 7:20 last night in front of the Hannafords on East Grove Street. The teen was flown to Hasbro Children's for treatment. The driver did stay at the scene and is cooperating with police. Let's get a check of your next weather forecast now with meteorologist Zach Green. Hey, Zach.
Good morning, Liam. A beautiful start to our day, carrying over the same trend that we had from the past weekend. No complaints here. We're going to be racing through the 50s, 60s, and land in the 70s as early as lunchtime. Partial sunshine expected as we go into the afternoon. Not much cloud cover in store, and with a westerly nudge, nearly everyone is going to be over seasonal averages. The difference will be a little influence out to the southern side of Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, as well as Nantucket. Right into the mid and upper 70s, though, even for the North Shore beaches, up into Good Harbor and Cape Ann, and the seacoast of New Hampshire, too. 75 may actually be underselling it. Could see 77 in some isolated areas. Breezy conditions tomorrow. Expecting to turn that corner. We're close to 80 degrees on Tuesday. It's just incredible. We're talking these numbers, but it comes at a price of 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts, expected in the middle of the day. So ultimately, the pollen count's going to stay high. We're pretty much going to be on that windy pattern until Tuesday night when we see a cold front draping on in out of the north and west. This is going to calm the winds down on the backside of that system, but it is going to spark off a few isolated showers initially on Wednesday. Really shouldn't be much fanfare here, if anything, left in the gauges. I think mainly dry early on, but we are expecting to only brighten up through the day. Back in the 60s, and then Liam, actually frost early on Thursday morning. So those folks thinking about planting in the gardens may want to hold off for a few more days. Just fine Friday through Sunday.
All right, Zach, thank you. I'm Liam Martin. This has been a WBZ News Update. Have a great day, everybody.